I need a lot more money.
So you need like what, 3 grand?
I need like 3 grand, yeah.
3 grand more than you have now, or 3 grand
Yeah.
total?
All right, so that, wait a minute, that armor
Was a grand.
was a grand, but it gives me 47 defense. My current armor,
Are you really going to have this much trouble with the final thing, or are you just trying to, like, be the ultimate bad boy?
it's tough. It's definitely tough. All right, my current armor is better than this. I don't need to buy it right now, but I will later.
So are all 3 of the missing pieces part of this new armor set, or is it just one piece that you're looking for?
There's a legendary armor set, which I will get, but going into the dungeon, I really need to improve some of my other stats. The other thing is, it's not a game I normally rush through. I really enjoy going through and finding all the secrets and everything. But so you see this chest here, right? The only way to get it is to do what I'm doing here, which is go around and down here, and then answer my phone, which is ringing. It's Arlington. Can you answer this?
Whoops. It's Cormac!
Bye, Mary.
And Maryann was never seen again.
Oh, see, I'm stuck going right now.
Are you having controller drift?
Yeah, a little bit.
Let's
Extra
pause and
hard.
reset. Or is it just when you're in the air?
It's when I put my finger in front of the controller.
Oh, it's so weird. I've never had that problem.
Yeah, it happens with first production switches. See, I just extra hopping. So here's another secret. So you remember in the beginning of the game when it starts with that castle collapsing, right?
Yeah.
So this is the castle.
Oh, it's dilapidated.
It's a little dilapidated. That's a fixer-upper, AJ.
Yeah. One might say. However, you can go back in and...
Oh, cool. You couldn't go through the door, but you can go in a little...
Secret!
Oh, dude, you're going to have to do some grinding for
Yeah, you
cash.
need a lot of
Yeah,
cash.
so that's the best shield in the game.
Okay.
And, again,
You need about 10 grand to get everything.
more than that, because there's more than just those few pieces I'm missing, but that shield definitely is worth getting.
Does the shield just increase your effective hit points by mitigating damage?
It
or
mitigates
does-
damage, yeah.
Okay.
The old castle.
castle.
So I'm sorry you all were not able to hear our superintendent's voice because he is Irish, and I love any time I get to talk to him.
When he talks, it's like music. How's the new place?
Oh,
You guys
it's
have been there
coming together.
for 2 weeks now?
Yeah, we
Oh,
moved
3
in
weeks.
February 6th, so
Oh, month. Jesus.
just, yeah, it's been a month. And
I mean, well, you've been there for 3 weeks, but you went away at some point?
I
well,
was
you were
away
just
for
at PAX.
Yeah, PAX East.
And she didn't get the PAX box.
Did they,
Congratulations.
Or
Thank you.
coronavirus.
Yeah.
did you
Either
get
one
to,
of those things where
did you get to check out anything at PAX East while you were there, or were you mostly
a
working?
little bit, but yeah, we were pretty much tied to the booth
Mhm.
because it is nonstop from opening to close. So
Yeah.
you get a chance like half an hour before the room opens to run around, take some staged photos with props, and like half an hour when everything closes, but then lights are off, displays are shrouded.
Right.
I did get to sit on the really cool motorcycle from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
You know what else is cool? Is I just got the legendary sword.
Nice.
Whoa.
Congrats.
Yeah.
What is the stuff of legends?
Yes. It's 185 attacks. So it's like way better. The shield I can buy, and then the armor I think I get in the final dungeon.
Okay.
I don't remember as
Oh,
well.
so you don't have to buy everything. You can find it.
AJ,
Certain gear you can find.
go
But
back to your armor.
Oh, go back to my armor?
Look at it.
uh.
That armor looks like a birdie face.
Nailed it, Mary.
I did it.
So now I can kill these in like 2 hits as opposed to like 4 or 5.
Nice.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, for you, not so much for them.
But
really.
again, I'll reiterate the point I was making in an earlier episode, which is that
It's pretty
as a
stabby for
kid,
them.
having a game where you could go and freely explore and find things and find secrets and stuff like that was just... This was the first experience for me. It's like so
Especially-
commonplace now in games.
especially in like what was it, 1986 something that this originally came out.
89. This game came out in 89.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. No,
I
it
was
was really
4
cool.
years old. Oh.
Got him.
at PAX East again, there was a really giant sphinx with a really cool, like, portal, and, like, she was holding it between her paws. And
This is part of the show, right? Not like a
holy
drug
crap.
trip you had outside walking around.
Whoa, Dennis, get
This
the
was
armor.
actually
I got the
in-
legend.
Did you just-
Sorry, that monster dropped the legendary armor. I'm sorry. They just dropped it.
Wow.
It's called legendary
Congrats.
for a reason, Maryann. It's meant to interrupt cool stories.
I guess.
Sorry, back to PAX. I forgot that it's a drop in this dungeon.
Oh.
It's been a while since I've played.
You're supposed to know it all, AJ.
I know. I'm sorry. Back to
Yeah,
PAX.
where are these secret strats you're supposed to be telling us?
Back to PAX.
Did you just throw a banana at that
That's
ogre?
a boomerang.
It is a banana.
It's a banana rang.
It's a banana.
The Sphinx portal.
Yeah,
drug
I was
trip.
describing a really cool setup that they had on display.
For was it for a game? Was it for a vendor?
I had no idea what the hell it
Oh.
was. The only thing
Like, comment, and subscribe if you know what it was.
I found out by the end of the show. Stay tuned to find out. So the only word on display was fuser, and I had, there was no clue. There was no,
Context.
yeah.
This is like behind a booth.
It was a display that you could walk up to, and finally on the last day, I was able to get some time to walk over to it. It was a goddamn DJ game.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
where you
Interesting.
fuse songs together.
Okay.
Is
But
that
the giant sphinx and portal behind you?
Yeah,
I don't
how
know.
does that
like,
connect?
was that like Drop Mix or what?
I don't know what drop mix is.
So Drop Mix was a card game where essentially you had
I don't think a card game is equivalent to a DJ.
well no, but you
Experience.
had like a little
Keep playing, AJ.
you have imagine like a
AJ's
rectangle.
Italian, he has to
There's
talk
a
with his
rectangle
hands.
on a in front of you, and there's slots for cards, and you put the cards in, and it plays bits of actual songs in the game.
Well,
And so you have to fuse
It
them.
wasn't that.
But all the cards have different sort of like ratings
you're
and
wrong.
values. No, nothing like that.
It sounds more like a game. I think it came out for the PS2, and I might not be getting this name right, but Amplitude, where you had like
remember
almost
Amplitude.
like a Guitar Hero
Mhm.
chord, and you got to like place notes where you wanted and like sample songs and throw them in.
Yeah.
Mm,
And there was like DJ Hero that came out too.
I remember that. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Where'd you go, Maryann? We couldn't hear you for a while.
With DJ Hero, that was more like DDR, where you had to match
Yeah.
things on screen. This seemed more freeform, but
Was it
don't quote me
was
on
it
that.
a video game for a platform, or was it like a tabletop game, or?
All I know was the display they had there was 2 turntables and no microphone.
Oh, Beck would have been sad.
Yeah,
Ah.
but they had a giant sphinx with a portal, so
Still,
trade?
I don't
When
know.
you were saying Sphinx before, I swear to God, I thought you were gonna say sphincter.
I know.
Yeah, I heard it
I
too.
know you were, Ives.
Because which do you hear more often?
Yeah.
Which do you think more often?
Yeah, what do you think of more often?
Clearly, it's butts. That is all Ives thinks about.
Speaking of butts, my dog had a prolapsed
course.
anus this week.
Oh, dear.
dude.
no.
Oh, dear.
You got to warm up to that story. You got to ease into that story. You don't start like,
Much
hey
like
guys,
an
guess what
anus.
happened this week?
Much
Exactly.
like an
AJ.
anus, yes.
Does that mean his butt was falling out of his butt?
Yes.
Yeah.
His
Oh,
butt
dear.
was falling out of his butt. No.
Prolapse essentially means the thing that's not supposed to fall out is falling out of itself.
Yes.
I thought that was a hemorrhoid.
Oh,
Hemorrhoid's like more of a burst vein.
Oh, God!
Yeah.
Everything is terrible. AJ,
much.
talk about your hoppy little birdie.
Look at this bird. It's so great. He's hopping
It does
back and
little
forth.
hops.
Doing
Where's
it,
your
doing it.
dungeon? Where's your mighty dungeon?
It's coming.
so was your dog in pain at all, or?
It's
Pop,
hard to
pop,
tell
pop,
because he
pop,
didn't
pop,
really
pop,
like
pop,
wince
pop.
or bark or anything. But
Hop, hop, hop.
basically, what happened was I was invited because I was pet sitting for some friends living here in town for a week while they went on vacation, and as a thank you, they invited me to a home cooked meal at their place, which I went to, and they made really delicious food, and they let me bring some home, and some of the food that I brought home was a pork chop,
Drop.
and I made it the next night for dinner, and then I fed him. I fed my dog some of the scraps, like I shredded up like some of the gristle around the bone, threw it in his bowl, and then they gave him the bone to like play with, and he's never really had a bone since I've owned him. I've only had him for a few months. So I kind of monitored him for the first like 15-20 minutes to make sure he was okay, he wasn't going to choke on anything or whatever.
You're a good dog, Dad.
Yeah, thanks. And he was fine. He was like going to town on the bone though for like ever. So
Say that in your bedroom voice.
yeah. After about an hour, he was done with the bone, but then he had just explosive diarrhea like everywhere.
He's probably never had like that much fat and grease.
Yeah. So that was Sunday night, but then Monday night, I don't know if he decided because of the diarrhea incident that he needed more fiber in his diet or what, but at 2 o'clock in the morning, I hear something scratching. And it's not at my door like it usually is. So I'm like, I come out of my room to check on him, and he's eating his wee-wee pad. Now, wee-wee pads are built to be absorbent. So by him eating shreds of his wee-wee pad, he basically made himself constipated. So I let him outside to go poop, and I clean up the wee-wee
As
pad
best he
situation.
could.
Yeah. And the problem was that he was so constipated, he had to really exert himself
Oh no.
to poo. And the last bit of the turd that he was squeezing out didn't make its way all the way out. So it was like hanging out of his butt. So I tried to help him out by taking one of the doggy poop bags and like using it as a glove and trying to like pull the poop out, but it was really lodged in there. So I got some of the end of it out, but it was like all mashed up in his fur and everything. So I had to throw him in the tub and literally wash the crap out of him.
Oh no.
This is definitely the commentary I wanted for my favorite childhood game.
You're welcome, Ajax.
This is very highly appropriate.
The Poopy Monster Boy playthrough.
Maybe we can cut this part of the audio and put it over another game that's more appropriate. Like Wario.
Dr. Poop and stuff goes to town.
Oh no, I'm dying.
I mean,
That
your dog's
skeleton's
obviously okay. Like, he's chilling on the rug right now, having a great time.
Yeah, well, the thing is, once I washed all the poop away from his butt, I noticed that his anus was, like, kind of coming out a little bit.
No.
So, you know, I
I
just
am
went...
still eating chips at this time.
Nothing phases Maryann. So, you know, afterwards, I did have to cut some of his fur where, like,
Whoa.
the poop was, like...
Whoa.
No, I didn't.
Ives, we need so many content warnings for this contest.
This is going to be like the Danger Poop episode.
Yes.
That's going to be the title. How's the dip, Maryann?
The dip is still delicious. I just have some...
Interestingly, his poop was about the consistency of the dip. No, but,
So he's doing okay.
yeah, he's okay. Like, for about a day, he still had anus issues, but, like, he was fine. He wasn't complaining or anything. But now he's back to normal.
Back to his normal.
But
like,
he did have to vomit up the rest of the wee-wee pad that he ate, and there was some that, like, showed up in his poop as, like, a stringy piece of
no.
cloth.
This is the secret area. It wasn't in the original game. They put it in as a bonus. There are super hard challenges.
What the heck are those things shooting the fireballs?
They're
Crabs?
antlions. They normally appear in the desert.
Okay.
Yeah, dummy.
I would have said crabs.
Yeah, that's what they kind of look like.
I think they look like antlions. Wow,
Can
just
we pull up an image
one
of an
knife to the
lion?
belly, huh?
Wow, you made a lot of money in the time we've been talking about
Yeah.
my dog's poopy butt.
So bird can't go in water, so I have to be.
What
Extra
happens if
careful.
you go in water?
I die.
Like, it's just instant death, like
No, no,
Spikes
no.
and Megman?
No. But it you know, you take damage.
We haven't
Oh,
seen
jeez.
a death animation.
No, I haven't died.
Way to brag about it, AJ.
good at
Yeah.
games to
die. I'm so good at games. Guys, look at me not die in this video game. I'm AJ.
That's exactly how I talk.
It's Mr. Cool
Why would you
Plaid.
end that sentence with how exactly I talk?
For direct comparison.
So you would say Sphinx was the coolest thing at PAX? I'm trying to get away from the poop discussion.
Yeah, I hear you. Coolest thing at PAX? I mean, I was definitely the most...
I mean, you didn't get to see everything, obviously, because you were working.
Yeah, unfortunately.
How's Carrie?
Well, Carrie's doing well. She may not continue to do PAX in the future, because she's downsized the business.
Right.
But that's okay, because she'll be doing more local shows, and it'll be
Well, yeah, she's on the
more
West Coast.
cost-effective
That's
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
It's
a
like
big trip, and carrying all of her wares and everything too.
absolutely. A really cool thing that they had, which I got to help Carrie make a really cute video with, was the Animal Crossing display.
I saw that too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cute. My favorite part about that was the water effects, because they were using screens that you could walk on, and it was all animated on the floor, and you could walk on it. It was really pretty.
Yeah, that was a really sweet, cute video that you guys put together.
Yeah.
What did you just get?
So in the original game, you had something called charm stones.
Okay.
And you had to have a certain number of charm stones for shopkeepers to sell you stuff. In this game, they got rid of that, but charm stones still exist.
Yeah, you have stone
As
X1.
bonuses. And if you get all 6 charm stones, then you can buy the final secret sword.
What's the final secret sword called?
It's called the Final Secret Sword.
I don't remember, actually.